How many things have you put off because you didn't quite feel ready? Maybe you've been waiting until you're more confident, until you've got more time, until things calm down, until you know exactly what you're doing. That's that seeking perfection, really. The problem is, though, that feeling ready often isn't what comes before the change. Actually, it's what we need to do to make that change. We need to bypass that feeling ready, and then with the confidence will build from there. So welcome to this live. I'm Steve Woods. I'm a hypnotist. I've been doing hypnosis now for over 20 years. We're going to talk today about not being ready and what we can do to actually change it. And we will, in a few minutes' time, do a little bit of a guided session as well. So if you are live or on the replay of this, when we do get to that part, I'll say in a few minutes, you do need to be in a position where you're okay to close your eyes and relax completely. So not driving, not operating machinery, or doing anything else that might be a danger to yourself or anyone else around you. Very quick reminder as well, with these lives, they go out to multiple platforms all at once, so I don't always see any comments. If you do need to get in touch with me, the best bet is to message me directly or to Google Steve Woods Hypnotist, and you'll find a contact form on my webpage, and you can contact me that way. I do endeavour to come back and look at the comments if there are any afterwards as well, so I will pick up on things, but maybe not straight away. Okay, so let's talk about not being ready. It can sound very reasonable to not be ready. It's not really a dramatic thing. It's not really a dramatic fear. It sounds quite sensible, you know, things like, and we've all done it. I've done it as well. You know, I'll do it when work quietens down. I hear that quite a lot from clients who are suffering with overwhelm, need to do hypnosis, and they'll say, yeah, but I need things to just calm down first. Well, actually, no, we need to do the hypnosis first, then things will calm down. Things like, you know, start next month. Need to have a think about it. That's quite a common thing as well, of course. Or the big one, need that little bit more confidence first. And of course, the confidence doesn't really happen until you're actually comfortable doing what you're doing. So those reasons may seem perfectly legitimate, and sometimes they are a comforting way to postpone, easy for me to say, to postpone the discomfort of doing that something. Mentioned about confidence. Confidence is often that evidence from expertise, and you're not going to get that experience and that expertise until you're actually doing the thing. So we end up having to break that cycle. I've talked about this before in a previous live. You don't necessarily need the confidence to begin. You need enough willingness and enough enthusiasm to begin, and then the confidence will follow. That action, that experience, that evidence then from the experience results in the confidence. So you don't have to feel ready for the whole journey. You only need to be ready for the next step. So stop waiting for that perfect moment. I know it's easy to say, and that's why we're going to do a little bit of eyes closed in a few minutes, 10 minutes or so of eyes closed. But yeah, no point in waiting for that perfect moment, because, and there is the saying, isn't there, what's the best time to plant a tree, 20 years ago or now? Because whenever is that best time to plant it. Great, with hindsight, you do those things in the past, but we are where we are now, and we've gone beyond those things that have passed. So let's get on with it and do it now, because there will always be another problem. There will always be that next busy week. There will always be that uncertainty around why you can't do something. And if nothing changed, let's say nothing changes for the next 6 months, if you were then looking back, what would you wish that you had started today? What would you wish, that one thing that you had changed? And that's certainly something to think about as we start to go into doing the session today. So what would be that one thing you would change? Just spend a moment and think about that. You know, if you were reflecting 6 months down the line from now, wherever you're watching this, whenever you're watching this, because although it's alive, it lives there forever now. So at this point where you're watching this, 6 months down the line, nothing's changed. What would you look back on and go, I wish I'd done that thing 6 months ago? That's the thing to capture. That's the thing to think about in your mind. And if you can't do anything right now, if you can't find something right now, pause where you are in the live and come back when you thought about it, come back to the replay and run through the hypnosis part. So grabbing that thought, that one thing that you've been putting off, just going to put a little caption on the live. So if anybody does come into it at this point, they know that we're doing a little bit of live hypnosis. There we go. And So yeah, capturing that one thing you want to change, finding that somewhere where you're okay to close your eyes, again, not operating machinery or doing anything that might be a danger to yourself or anyone else around you, and sitting comfortably. Can do it laying down as well, but ideally sitting comfortably, following my instructions now. So thinking about that one thing you want to change, that very specific thing, closing your eyes and starting to think about the little muscles that are in your cheeks, in your face, imagining those muscles relaxing. Following along my instructions, imagining those muscles relaxing, allowing those muscles to get soft, to get lazy, to get heavy. You might tense them up and let them go. You might just imagine them soft and relaxed and comfortable. There really is no wrong way for you to do this. Whatever way you're doing this is absolutely right for you. As your eyelids are relaxing, those eyelids getting nice and lazy, nice and heavy, nice and relaxed. Those eyelids so lazy, so heavy, so relaxed now that you don't want to, but even if you did want to, that you just wouldn't be able to open your eyes. That's good. And taking that feeling from behind your eyes, letting it move up over your forehead, up over the top of your head, down the back of your head, down into your neck, down into your shoulders. It's a wonderful, wonderful warm band of relaxation, relaxing every nerve, every muscle, every fiber as it moves. As every deep breath, every firm beat of your heart now, just helping to slow things down as you allow that feeling to continue to move, moving down through your arms, warm band of relaxation right down through your arms, down into your lower arms, all the way down to your hands, all the way down to your fingers. Same feeling then, moving down through the center of your body, from your neck, from your shoulders, right the way down through the center of your body, down and into your legs, moving down through your legs, down into your lower legs, all the way down to your feet. And from your feet, just letting that feeling escape into the floor, into the air, depending on what feels right, depending on where your feet are at that moment. And noticing another great wave of relaxation, head to toe, following it down. And starting to think about a wonderful place, a perfect place. This place can be somewhere real, somewhere imaginary, somewhere you've been to, somewhere you'd like to go to. It's your special place. Just you can go there, just you and the sound of my voice. If you've done this before, then you'll go back to that same place generally. If you're doing this for the first time, just let your mind take you back to the place that maybe from memory, maybe just imagining it, just generating it in your mind is fine as well. Noticing the feelings of being there, noticing the sensations, not worrying if that conscious part of your mind might sometimes wander to other thoughts. If it does, just grab it, bring it back, and each time it comes back with more focus, more attention, able to stay focused for longer. Noticing the minutes feel like hours in this place as you just let go. Noticing the textures in your place, the temperature, sounds, the smells, everything about it. Safe in the knowledge, though, that if anything should happen while you're listening to this live or as a replay that needs your immediate attention, become aware and alert, able to give it the attention that it needs. And as well, anything happens with our internet connection, with the replay, again, becoming aware and alert, able to reconnect, to restart. We don't need to worry about that right now, though, because right now I'm just going to count down from 10 down to 1, each number down, letting you step a level deeper, letting you sink a level deeper, whatever that level is for you today, as you find yourself sinking down into that high focus, that nice relaxed feeling, but it is a high focused feeling. Starting at 10, feeling that step down to 9, stepping down to 8. Every nerve muscle fibers relaxed. It's lazy. It's heavy. Stepping down to 7 and 6. Still enjoying that wonderful place of yours, that perfect place, just sinking down deeper and deeper down. Stepping down to 5 and 4. Every out breath, letting you sink a little bit deeper into whatever you're resting on today as it gets softer and softer, more and more comfortable. Down to 3 and 2. All the way down to 1, nice and relaxed, nice and comfortable, nice and calm, enjoying that wonderful place of yours, that perfect place. Taking a moment to be there. Taking a moment, though, now to think about the one thing. That one thing that you have been putting off, that one thing that you need to do. And let's start to practice, let's start to rehearse, which is what hypnosis really is, how you can deal with it. To notice that actually, maybe there doesn't need to be everything figured out around this. Maybe just taking those first steps towards getting this thing done, this thing you've been putting off. Maybe it is something to break down into those smaller parts, absolutely. Doesn't need to be 100% certain. Yes, there needs to be that element of due diligence of making sure this is okay to do, but it doesn't need to all be 100% worked out. Just getting out there, doing the thing, getting it done, getting it started, breaking it down into smaller parts. Think about how it's going to feel when you've achieved that thing that you've been putting off. To think about, we mentioned the 6 months before, what it will be like now in 6 months' time, because you've done this thing right now. You've made that change. You've brought about that change. You've handled it. Notice how you've handled it. Notice what it looks like in that 6 months' time. Feels really good. Feels great because you are practicing success. You are rehearsing success right now. By noticing maybe what that next step is, by noticing how it's going to feel to have achieved your goals. Feels great. Feels really good. Practicing it in the hypnosis creates those changes. It releases those happy hormones. It creates that feeling as if you've already achieved it, which then lets your mind bring about those changes. And it feels good. Feels calm, feels comfortable, but feels positive as well. And then grabbing those thoughts and those feelings, grabbing those successes and achievements, whatever they look like and feel like to you, grab them, make them yours, hug them into you. Squeeze them into you, bring them back into your place. Take a moment to own the changes you've just been practicing, knowing you can come back and listen to this on the replay, run through it again. But soaking those changes up, every cell taking them on, every cell smiling and happy, down to the tips of your toes, tips of your fingers, top of your head, every part of you. And then just being in that wonderful place of yours, that perfect place. Taking that moment to soak up the calm, to soak up the tranquility, but then also to realize that in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. On the count of 5, and only on the count of 5, you'll smile, you'll stretch, you'll open your eyes, becoming fully wide awake, fully alert, feeling really good, feeling really well. You'll feel as though you've just had that really good sleep. Not been to sleep just yet, though. Just been relaxed, just been hypnotized, just been highly focused. When you do come back to being eyes open, having that great energized feeling, so as if coming back from a wonderful sleep. Subconscious mind, that inner part of your mind, remembers every moment, every instant of the session. The conscious mind as much as it would do from any conversation. And that's fine, because it's the subconscious making the changes, giving you that motivation, giving you that way forward to see. generally feeling good, maybe even better than you felt for some time. So 1, feel a little less relaxed. 2, feel that surge of energy now through your body, whole body becoming energized as that energy level builds up. 3, take a deep breath of cool, clear mountain air. Fill in your lungs with life-giving oxygen. 4, feel cool, clear mountain spring water wash the backs of your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your throat. Chest clear, stomach's clear, and your head's clear. Your nose, your mouth, and throat's clear. Your eyes are bright and shiny. And 5, eyes open, wide awake. Welcome back. Just a nice stretch and smile. Welcome back from that brief session. Quick reminder really to come back and use that as a replay, because the more you do this, the better it gets. You don't have to have this all exactly right today. You've just dropped into this live potentially or onto the replay. Sometimes it can also be about just the next step. Yeah, that thing might be a big life-changing thing that you've been putting off. In the hypnosis, it can just be, okay, what's the next step? What's the next step? And each time you come back, just working through that next step to get it exactly right for you. So that's the end of our live really for today. You're welcome to contact me. Let me put the QR code up there for the strategy session, which is on that side. There we go. Always have to get that right, don't I? So QR code, you can scan that code. That will book some time with me just for a chat. It is a chat. There's no obligation to do any work. Literally, is hypnosis right for you? This is how we can do it. Maybe a bit more of an explanation around it as well. You'll learn more about your goals and then actually put together a package, and then it's entirely up to you whether you use that package or not. Any questions, you can message me directly, of course. So I will come back and have a look at the comments as often as I'm able to, but it is going out to those multiple platforms. So the best bet to contact me is to message me directly, or Google Steve Woods Hypnotist, and you'll find my site, and you can fill in a form on there, which will also come to me as well. So I hope you enjoyed that session. So come back and do the replay, absolutely. I shall join you again next week for another session on something, again, a little bit different. Otherwise, have a great week, and look forward to speaking with you soon. Take care. Bye for now.